Welcome, everybody. Good morning. I appreciate everybody for coming. We're standing out here, and I want to welcome everybody, especially all the participants that I've seen today, all the special guests that we have behind us that some will be bringing up. I'll acknowledge when we come through, and they'll say a few words. We're currently standing here at I-44 over the Meramec. This is a major river and interchange improvement project that has been a long time in the making. Initially, it starts going all the way back with planning and design going all the way back to 2013. Back then, we enlisted Jacobs Engineering that was headed by the project manager some of them are joining us today. We have Christina Stafredo that's here that was project managing. We have Rod Riley that was helping out with the structural design, and we also have Rich Baum that was on with roadway as well. Them, along with some of their partners that are joining us today at EFK, are here. They were all big parts of that. Around 2018, this project was awarded to KCI Construction with their president, Tom Huster, that's here today as well. Why are we here today? Why are we celebrating this portion of the project? Well, the reason is we have reached one of the last major construction milestones for this project. You know, this is roughly a $51 million major investment that we've had on our system that's been going for a while. We still do have a lot of work that's going to be done. You will see a lot of additional work going on the outside in the cleanup, but we are excited today to celebrate the fact that we will be putting traffic in its final configuration after the last 3 years of construction that we've been going and working on. Some of the additional construction that you've seen around here and some of the other enhancements that we have through the design phase, we had additional partners reach out through design. Our partners over at Great Rivers Greenway reached out as well and added some additional scope that you see off to the side, and you will see continuously being constructed regarding a pedestrian and bicycle path that's continually going on, that's going to connect on this west portion between Emmenager going across. You can go under and connect to the Fenton Trail as well. So we got more good stuff to come, especially with what's going on today. KCI had a lot of curveballs thrown at them, especially in the beginning. The first years, we had some major river flooding that kind of slowed us down. Everybody knows how last year went. We've all used to that. Through all those curveballs and events that happened, KCI has done a fantastic job keeping and delivering this project on time and on budget. On top of some of the work in the major river bridge and the interchange, we also took that time to do some additional work. We replaced the bridges a little bit further down, the ramps eastbound and westbound Watson. And we're excited to keep moving on. A few fun facts just to let you know, so you can walk away with a few tidbits talk to your friends and family, and some fun little bits of information. Roughly 100,000 square yards of concrete were used on this project. That's kind of the equivalent of 5 football fields, about 3 feet deep. There was 27,000 tons of asphalt used, which is pretty much the equivalent of the Statue of Liberty. And we had about 4 million pounds of reinforcing steel that was used as well. So you put that together on a scale, that's about 13 adult blue whales. So there's some fun facts that you have that you can take home and share with your friends and family. So moving forward with some of the special guests we have up here today, I would like to acknowledge that recently, just yesterday, our own Commissioner Brinkman was elected as chairman for our MoDOT Commission. So I'd like to congratulate Commissioner Brinkman on that. We do have representatives as well from our United States government. Representing Senator Roy Blunt, we have Jennifer Hoskins is here today. And representing Representative Ann Wagner, we have Jordan Fears. On our local here level, representing the 90th District, I'd like to bring her up. She's going to say a few words. Please welcome Representative Barbara Pfeiffer.
I want to give a shout out to the Missouri Department of Transportation. So often we take for granted our roads and our highways. I am really excited about having this in our community. I'm also excited about the kind of collaborative work that we're seeing with our municipalities and the Greenway Group and our state government as we look at more ways of connecting our communities. Not only are we going to have the cars and better access on Highway 44, but the pedestrian and biking component of this is going to be really important for our economic development as our communities work together. So today is really a day to celebrate. We've got great weather for it, and all I want to say is congratulations for a job really well done. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Representative Pfeiffer. All right. Next, I'd like to bring up the man responsible here for MoDOT. He is our district engineer and oversees all of program delivering operations regarding the St. Louis district. Please welcome District Engineer Tom Blair.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank all of you. Almost everybody in the crowd standing out here, you can't all see them on the camera, played a part in delivering this project, so thank you. This was a great project, right? We're almost done. We're going to get traffic in the final configuration. $50+ million of state and federal investments and local tax dollars were spent right here. What did we do? We replaced multiple bridges, 2 very significant bridges over the Meramec River on Interstate 44, and we're in the final stage of this project. Now, this project was completed by our prime contractor, KCI. So all of our KCI team members and all of their subcontractors, thank you very much for great work over the last 3+ years. We hope that you take some great pride in this and this milestone today. And please pass that on to all the KCI team members and subcontractors that aren't able to be in the crowd today. Thank you. Now to Jacobs Engineering, EFK Moen, and other sub-consultant engineers that worked on this, thank you very much. I know personally and professionally that this was not an easy project to work on. We changed the game on you. MoDOT changed the game. We accelerated the project, then we kept changing the scope. And some of that blame goes to our great partner, Great Rivers Greenway back here, Emma. They stepped up to the table and they expanded the scope so that this project no longer just addresses movement of vehicles on interstates and replacement of bad infrastructure, but we have increased utilization of this project by bikes and peds with the completion of the bike ped trail on this bridge that's going to connect both sides of the Meramec River. It's a vitally important improvement for the St. Louis region for bikes and peds, and we couldn't have done it without Jacobs and the sub-consultants that made that possible, and without Emma and Great Rivers Greenway agreeing to allocate local dollars in the tune of $1 million to make this a reality. I guess I just want to end by saying I hope you all take some pride in what role you've played in this, and I look forward to working on many other great projects like this, because there are a lot of needs on the state transportation system throughout the St. Louis region and throughout Missouri. Roads and bridges do not take care of themselves. They take great engineers to design and great contractors to take care of them. So thank you for all that you've done to make this a reality.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate that. So, before we get to the big ticket item here, once again, I'd just like to express my personal thank you for everybody that's out here today, everybody that's behind me. I'd like to thank all the consultants that helped with the design of the project, Jacobs, EFK, every other sub that they utilized. Really appreciate KCI working alongside of us, along a really great crew of inspectors led by our own resident engineer, Chris Morgan. This has been a great project, seeing it go from beginning to end for mission. We still got a long way to go, but excited to cut the ribbon on this milestone and open this up into its final configuration. So come on, come back here. Let's go ahead. Let's get this ribbon cutting. Appreciate everybody, and thank you all for joining today.